Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Thompson versus Smithbey.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Ms. Thompson, you claim Mr. Smithbey abandoned you and your children, forcing you to drop out of nursing school and leaving you to struggle as a single mother. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've come to court seeking paternity tests for both of your children, Legend and Radiance.
Yes, Your Honor.
Additionally, you are suing the defendant for child-rearing expenses in the amount of $2,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Smithbey, you say you are not Legend or Radiance's father because you've heard another man has been taking on the daddy role. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Thompson, why are the results of these DNA tests so important?
Because my kids deserve a father. And not only that, I'm tired of struggling with my kids. I need help so I could finish school, so I could take care of us better.
Why don't you help out at all, Mr. Smithbey?
I actually do, Your Honor. We were never really in a relationship, and I do take care of them. I do what I can for the children, you know, food.
So you say it wasn't a relationship?
No, it wasn't.
What was it for you?
Just a sexual relationship, basically.
And so it was just sex, and that's enough to make 2 children. And the children are just gorgeous.
Ooh-wee.
So when you see your children, that affects you. What do you feel as a mom?
I'm hurting. Not only for my kids, but for me, like, he's saying we was never together, but he was living with me in my home. His clothes was there. He had a key to my house.
True, Your Honor.
I was taking him back and forth to work and everything.
Were you staying at her house, Mr.
At one
Smithbey?
point in time, yes, I was. I stayed there for a few months on and off.
All right, so let's, for the sake of the children and understanding the circumstances surrounding each, let's treat this as almost 2 separate cases.
Okay.
All right, let's start with Legend. Legend is 2 years old.
Yes, Your Honor.
Take me back to the circumstances surrounding Legend's conception.
We had sex, which was May of 2013, the 11th and the 12th. Both of those nights we had sex. And my son was supposed to be conceived on May the 12th. So it's no doubt in my mind that Mr. Smithbey isn't the father.
Do you remember having sex with her on those days,
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am. I
Smithbey?
do remember having sex at that time, but at the same time, she tried to hide the whole situation, so it was like...
Explain. You said she tried to hide it.
Yes, like...
No, he was hiding me because he had a girlfriend at the time. They had a baby in between my 2 kids. So I wasn't hiding him, he was hiding me.
That's not true. I was in a relationship with someone else at the time.
Right, so
but
you were
at the same
hiding
time,
me.
She told me not to come around while she was pregnant. I couldn't see her. I couldn't see her while she was pregnant, so that's why I felt like Legend wasn't mine.
Tell me specifically
Like I would call and text, ask, can I see her? Do you need anything? Can I come over?
He knew I stayed at. His family members knew I stayed at. He also popped up to my house several times while I was pregnant with Legend.
That's not true, Your Honor. I came over once and actually someone was there. That's when I felt like maybe he was the father because he was there playing the father role.
How did you know that person was playing the daddy role if when you came, they left?
Because, I mean, the way when I came, he left. Like she told him, okay, go ahead and leave. Like when she seen me, for what reason, I don't know.
He got up and left on his own. And we also was outside on my porch. Legend was already born.
You say Legend was born?
Yes, he was.
And you say she was pregnant when this happened?
She was pregnant from my understanding. She was just now
Yeah,
pregnant. I was trying to see
child.
if she was pregnant. I haven't seen her in months. Like, it was hard to...
Were you trying to hide from him?
No, ma'am. At first, I wasn't really hiding, but I told him that I didn't want his help because I didn't... Look what's happening now. He's denying my kids.
You were feeling like, look, if you don't want to be bothered, don't come around.
Right.
So you do admit that you were kind of pushing him away.
Yeah.
Yes, because I didn't want to go through this.
But you were interpreting that to mean that you must not be the father.
Like, why would you try to hide all of this from me if I'm the father?
I was not necessarily hiding Legend. He knew I was pregnant.
That's not true. She would get mad at times and tell me I'm not his father.
When? When did I ever tell you that you was not Legend's father?
She would tell me, oh, you're not the father, don't worry about it.
You've never told him he was not the father?
Your Honor.
Yes, she's told me that at times.
When I want to move on with my life, those are not your kids. When I want to be up under you, those are your kids. You love them and you love me and you stay with us and everything. We're a family with as long as he's getting what he wants. When I don't want to be with him and I want to go and do my own thing, oh, those not my kids. I need a DNA test.
So you believe he's using the children as pawns?
Yes, yeah.
So when Legend's born, he doesn't come around and treat this
No,
as...
he was actually in the hospital, and I asked him in the hospital that he want a DNA test. He told me no, because I know this is my son.
Were you at the hospital, Mr. Smithbey?
Yes, I did come there
Thank
to see
you.
him, yes.
But you didn't sign?
I did not sign a birth certificate.
Why is that?
Because I felt like he wasn't mine. I mean, she...
So why didn't you get a DNA test when I asked? I asked if you want a DNA test at the hospital.
But you want me to sign a birth certificate, but the whole time
and I asked him,
can't
did he
see
want a
you.
DNA test?
Did she ask you about having a DNA test at the hospital?
No, she did.
Yes, I did.
And from that moment, once Legend came home, is he in his past, Miss Thompson?
Not for the past couple of months. They haven't seen him.
And it's not my fault. I haven't seen him. She told me to stop coming around. So if you don't want me to come to your house, I'm not going to come there.
You told him to stop coming around?
Because I don't want to be with him because he don't want to be faithful to me. I don't want to be with him. I don't want him to come to my house because when he's around, it's only something sexual. I want more out of life. I don't want to be with a man and just have sex with him. Oh, goodness.
And this is upsetting because you want your family.
Mm. No, I loved him. I can't say loved, but I did. But obviously, he don't care as much as I care.
And now you potentially have 2 children with him.
Yes.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Mr. Smithbey, she says you won't be faithful to her. You won't be with her, but you keep potentially making children with her. You having this ongoing sexual relationship where you're making children.
Not necessarily, Your Honor. That ongoing sexual relationship been stopped a while back ago, you know, and I just try to play the best role I can in their life, but I can't deal with somebody that wants to be drama in my life.
The bottom line is, at first, you were interested in having a relationship with her.
Not really. I mean,
Right.
like I say, it was always a sexual relationship, and plus, I was in a relationship with someone else, you know, so.
The whole time, though. The whole time we supposed to have been together, you were still with this person.
How is this affecting Legend? He's 2.
Yeah,
Does he think you're his dad?
He know that's his daddy.
Your Honor, I brought evidence to show you that Legend is not mine.
Oh, I'd like to see that evidence.
And I have evidence that he was there.
Yes, ma'am. Right here, as you can see, this is me right here. This is Legend. As you can see, my family, we have broad shoulders, 44 inches wide.
Your family.
This is my shoulder one, 44 inches wide. My other children, they have 14 inches wide shoulder length. Legend is 8.5 inches wide. He doesn't have broad shoulders at all, so therefore, that's why I feel like he's not mine.
He 2.
Broad shoulders running
the
family.
He not 10.
Jerome, I think this is the first time someone has presented shoulder evidence. What you're saying is that in your family, there is a body structure.
Yes, a certain body structure that my kids have.
No,
and your other children
does
have
not have that.
Yes, he don't.
Okay.
None of them does. He has mostly girls anyway.
Also the ears, as you can see, he doesn't have ears. I
Those
have
ears?
big Martin Dumbo ears. And
he has those. Look at
In that picture right there, he does.
Yeah, on that picture, on that picture he does, of course.
They look just alike. My son just got big eyes, and he's really going off the color.
I'm not going off the color. I mean, he doesn't have my skin complexion or anything.
Right. See what he said?
You don't see any resemblance when you look at him.
Not any, none.
It's just them eyes and his skin.
Exactly,
That's the only
his
thing
eyes.
to say.
He had big eyes. I don't have big eyes.
Like your other family members have big eyes?
I don't have any big-eyed people in my family.
So none of your people have big eyes?
Nobody have big eyes in my family.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. We're going nowhere fast.
No.
And yet, who does he think his father is?
Mr. Smithbey. It's his father. That's who he calls Dad.
It is?
Yes.
So he calls you Daddy?
Yes, he does. He does. But at the same time, she has someone else playing.
Who is someone else?
Well, does he ask for his dad?
But I know Legend is missing him because he also say, I'm going to tell my daddy on you whenever I do something to him. He's like, I'm going to tell my daddy. So I know that.
All right, let's move on to Radiance. When you found out you were pregnant with Radiance?
He told me I was pregnant. We was having sex at the time.
That's not true.
And the time we were having sex, I didn't want to finish the act because I didn't want to get pregnant again. He told me it's too late for that because you're already pregnant.
How I know she pregnant? I'm not a doctor. I can't tell if she pregnant. When she got pregnant with Radiance, we weren't even having sex like that at all.
Okay.
Barely, not even really having sex. I was
still
confused, like I didn't want to have sex.
So now you was in a daze?
Right.
Mr. Smithbey?
I wasn't in a daze. I'm just saying we wasn't having sex. And then we were using protection. We wasn't having unprotected sex. Come on now.
So when I went to the doctor, they confirmed that I was pregnant. When I came back and told him, he said, I already knew that. I told you it was pregnant.
Exactly. So I guess I'm just a psychic pregnant reader. Come on.
Well, I don't know.
So you didn't say any of these things?
I didn't say any of them.
I'm just living in my own world.
Got to be a dream or something. That couldn't have been reality.
Okay. So when you say you weren't intimate too often, Mr. Smithbey, during that time, were you also with someone else? Because you say you weren't intimate with...
That's why he's trying to say that he wasn't intimate with me like he was.
Because, I mean, I had just got out of a relationship.
He told me that he didn't know how to break up with her, how to tell her about my kids, because he didn't want to hurt her feelings. But wasn't thinking about mine. And that's not fair to me.
Oh, so you're saying that he expects you to sit around and wait for him. If you can't...
Right. And he has said that before when we were supposed to be together. Oh, I'm going to get it together. You just got to give me a little bit more time. I'm going to be the person you need me to be. And it's like, why should I have to wait on you when I'm the woman that... I'm being the woman that I'm supposed to be.
I wasn't with Miss Thompson. It was, like I said, it was a sexual relationship, ongoing. And I was trying to explain to both...
So you were with Miss Thompson. You had a girlfriend, but you were with Miss Thompson.
Okay, yes, I was.
All the time. We stayed around the corner from each other, maybe 3 blocks away.
Oh, my goodness. So you're denying Radiance, too, now?
Of course.
So Legend is here, and you're denying Radiance?
Yes.
He wanted to sign the birth certificate?
Yes, for Radiance.
Did you want to sign the birth certificate?
We planned on him being there, everything.
Oh, my. Do you all agree on anything?
That's what I'm saying. We can't,
obviously. She didn't want me there, Your Honor.
What are your doubts?
I mean, she doesn't really have she doesn't have my features at all. Like, I have broad shoulders. All my other kids have broad shoulders.
No, they
now you back to the shoulders.
Back to the shoulder things and the ears. That's another thing. That's
is she on your exhibit too?
She got your ears. She has your eyes. She has your nose. She has all that. Everything of you she has. Your skin complexion.
It's another cartoon picture, but look, hers is 7.8 inches wide.
And her shoulders look broader than
broad at all.
So
she doesn't have broad shoulders at all. So that's why I feel like she's...
Broad, not broad, not broad.
Yes.
Oh, she about to cry.
And she got the ears, too, on this picture, on this exhibit.
She got the ears. She got the ears on that picture.
Whoever made that exhibit, because they put the ears on both kids.
Yeah, but yeah, they did.
No, really.
It's sad.
Well, it is sad because it's a product of a sexual relationship with no commitment. So you
I thought I was being committed. He just was lying to me and making me feel like I was the only one. I really thought we was together. So I'm not understanding. I wasn't having sex with any other man, period.
That's what she's telling me. That's what she's telling you, Your Honor.
But how do I know you come to my house, you pop up whenever you feel like you was caught him a couple times looking outside my window.
I came to see my kids. I can't help if it leads to other things.
But you saying these not your kids, so why does it matter if you
can't help if it leads to other things.
Yeah, I can't help.
Mr. Smithbey, did you really just say that in this courtroom?
At the same time, I mean, come on, it's a two-way street.
And just like, I don't understand.
It is a two-way street, but you can't tell me you can't help it.
Right.
I mean, you are helping yourself every time you come over there. Because you know you can. Ms. Thompson, you are suing Mr. Smithbey for $2,000 for child rearing expenses related to the raising of Legend and Radiance thus far.
Yes, Your Honor.
First, I want you to understand that I cannot rule on the child rearing expenses until it is determined if or if not the children are his biological children.
I also had the expense report for the kids as evidence.
Let me see that, Jerome. You've submitted receipts to the court, clothes, food, milk, medical bills, activities, baby needs, totaling $2,000 per child. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're suing for half of that, which is $2,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I think we need to go to the results. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Thompson versus Smithbey, when it comes to 2-year-old Legend Thompson, it has been determined by this court. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. Mr. Smithbey, you are his father. In the case of Thompson versus Smithbey, When it comes to 17-month-old Radiance Thompson, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Smithbey, you are the father. I told you I saw the ears. That's all I gotta say. No, really. These are your children. And I can see, Ms. Thompson, that what do you feel, relieved or vindicated?
To be honest, just that I was falling for the wrong person.
Because you fell for a man that doesn't want you. And now you have his children. Mr. Smithbey, now that you know for certain, what do you plan to do to help raise these children?
Get full custody.
Wow.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what it's gonna be.
All right.
Sounds good.
So it sounds like you all are gonna spend a lot more time in court.
Exactly.
Nah, I won't.
But until that time, Ms. Thompson, you were suing for $2,000.
Yes.
Which is half of the child rearing cost for both children. I am awarding you that $2,000.
Thank you.
So my judgment is for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Moving forward, let me give you a news flash. That girl loves you, and you know it. That's why you go over there, stay when you want to stay, have sex when you want to have sex. She's just your own personal 7-Eleven. 24 hours, 7 days a week. And it's not fair because you know it. You wrong. And Miss Thompson, they don't sell self-esteem at the convenience store, baby.
That's done, though. It's done.
Sometimes you have to let go to grow. We have counseling and resources for you. I wish you the best of luck. Court is adjourned.